Hey everybody, welcome back to Rebootleggers. This is a comedy podcast where we reboot everything that could be or should be rebooted. I'm Scott Owen.
I'm Frank Serra.
Frank, we're getting a lot of talk of reboots lately. I don't know if we're doing it and everybody listens to our show and then reboots get hot or what, but did you hear about this Alf reboot that they're actually making and not paying us for?
They're just making him a normal guy now. He's just going to be named Alfred.
Yeah, and everyone's like, why would you call, like, that's a weird, that's
He's
not
just he's just a man that comes to live with a family.
He does still eat cats though.
Yes.
And it's weird.
Yep.
And then also Ryan Reynolds is making a Home Alone reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood's just eating our lunch. And
We should talk to Ryan about our Home Stallone.
We
idea.
should talk to Ryan about Home Stallone. I bet he'd be into it. He might be into it, actually. He's the one, he's the one person, not like those other Hollywood phonies,
Yeah, I've seen the proposal.
And that's basically, that's a pretty good summation of Ryan Reynolds' character and his goofy sense of humor, and how much he would enjoy doing that. But I do think, I was listening, I don't know if it's a secret, but the secret's out now, but people should know by this point that we are fans of podcast legends, the McElroys. And in a recent episode of My Brother and Me, Griffin proposed that Friends be rebooted as a mecha anime. And I listened to that and I said, well, we could do that.
Yeah, signed, sealed, delivered, am I right?
Yeah, I propose this week we reboot Friends as an anime. Boop, boop, beep, boop, 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 boop. Is that the new theme song?
I'm pitching a theme song. Yeah, how do you like it?
It's pretty good. We now Frank and I did. Those are really good robot sounds.
Thank you. I'm embarrassed to say I've worked a lot on them.
We discussed this a little bit beforehand, and we did. Frank raised a very good point that while giant robots are very good, and there's nothing wrong with them, we go to that well a whole lot. And while it's still very good when we do it, we should challenge ourselves. Mm-hmm. We can't keep making giant robots over and over. So we gotta come up with some sort of other thing. But we're gonna do something with it. Frank, you want to give me a quick summary of Friends?
Yup. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people live in New York City.
Manhattan.
Huh?
Manhattan, even.
Yeah, if you want to be specific. Well, if we're going to get specific. Rachel, Monica, Phoebe, Joey, Chandler, and Ross all live in Manhattan.
6 friends, 2 apartments.
6 friends.
Several apartments.
It changes throughout the run of the
2 main
series.
apartments where 4 of them live.
They live together, they date each other and others, they change, lose, and gain jobs. They mostly just hang out, and it's a sitcom.
Yeah, and like it's kind of like...
all of them date each other except for the dudes, although, and maybe we talk about that.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
The ladies don't date each other either, and that's also not fair. But, yeah, it's kind of... It holds up, but it also doesn't hold up. Like, there's some parts that are still great, and then some parts you're like, that should probably be changed.
They all hang out in a coffee shop that's not Starbucks, which would be impossible to find now.
I do remember a scene in a later episode where they do make a joke about jerks using cell phones because cell phones were new. A couple episodes into that show.
And then Chandler has a cell phone.
Yeah, later. No, it's Phoebe. There's a cell phone ringing, and Phoebe is like, "What kind of jerk brings a cell phone into a coffee shop?" And then it like keeps ringing, and she's like, "Oh, it's mine." And it's like,
oh, she's pretty crazy.
Phoebe. It turns out Phoebe and Joey are actually like the real heartblood of the show. They're actually the jokes. They're the best parts of it. Because everyone else is always wrapped up in their own drama, and Phoebe just wants to write songs about cats that don't smell good and massage people, and Joey's just out there trying to get the best sandwich. They're out.
I mean, he likes dogs.
Yeah, the 2 of them understand what's truly important in life, and then the rest of them are just like, will they or won't they? Ross and Rachel, who is who? And
which one is which? Is the tall one Rachel? I don't know.
And the thing about them is Ross is kind of the worst person ever, and yet he's supposed to be endearing, and I hate him. I don't know if that's actually a commonly shared opinion, but I hate him.
Ross was kind of the blank slate audience surrogate, kind of. Nothing he did ever like really succeeded, and he's just kind of a sad sack despite being very tall.
He's a professor of paleontology. Like he's a
assistant
big dork.
professor.
No, he becomes a for real professor eventually.
Eventually.
Eventually, that's true. He writes. He is the pedantic.
Writes about dinosaur bones. When I was 9, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, he's the pedantic asshole who like brings up his very specific interest.
That spoon you're stirring your coffee with looks like a Hierothotamos thigh bone.
Yeah, kind of things like that, where he'll bring up bad, like, no, he's really bad at reading the room, and like for some reason he's supposed to be portrayed as this desirable man. That
he's quite tall.
He is quite tall, but he owns a monkey, and I don't think I trust anyone who owns a monkey.
And I question the actual legality of that, but that's beside the point.
Well, that's a plot line. It is illegal.
Well, no, I mean like most apartments have rules against pets, and probably a monkey.
Yeah, that is also a plot line. You know, they have to hide that monkey.
Oh.
And then the monkey gets shot with a tranquilizer dart, and then they have to send him to Sri Lanka or something.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, he gets put in a jungle because it's always good for monkeys raised in captivity to just be thrown out in the wild.
So maybe we can get PETA involved.
I don't know that I want to talk to them, but maybe. Yeah, so they date, and then everybody doesn't, and then they all kind of grow up, and then they got 10 seasons.
They did get 10 seasons out of it.
And then it ended.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about what do you like and what do you hate in our first segment, Love It or Leave It.
Love me or leave me or let me be lonely.
I think we gotta love Six Friends.
Wait, which one? You said both.
I love Six Friends.
I also love Six Friends. I like the 3 and 3 dynamic.
Or do I love Five Friends? Because Ross is the worst.
The double triple is what I call it.
The old AC Tracy. No, wait, that'd be the single triple. The Ducey treat.
I think we can just use mine.
Yeah, we could just use yours, the double triple.
So here's the thing. I like the 3 and 3. Mm-hmm. But maybe Ross gets changed. Like maybe there's just always tape over his mouth or something. I want him to be there, but I don't want him to. I don't want him to like do anything.
Now this is a thing that those McElroys in their episode did bring up too, about can we just get rid of Ross? And so I think maybe we've already kind of gotten a little ahead. We've established that we're going to turn this into an anime. Griffin requested a mecha. We're not going to give him a mecha. Maybe we can give him something similar. But maybe we will have a team, I think. Right, there should be a team.
Almost certainly. Can we replace Ross with just a Mr. Game & Watch outline of a person?
I think we're getting into segment 2 a little too early, but let's just say for our Love It and Leave It section, we're going to leave Ross, but still keep him in a way, I think. I think you need Ross.
Ross will be there, but he's not going to be a character Ross.
Oh.
There's going to be a Ross. Maybe Ross is a helpful robot assistant. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I know you already have a nickname, an acronym for Ross.
Anyway, besides that, we've got Chandler and Joey.
Now, are you saying Chandler like you're from New York? Did you say Chandler?
Yes, that's his name.
I think it's Chandler. I think it's an R at the end.
With an R at the end? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
How did you think it should be spelled? Just like with an A? Chandler.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But I do want to. Here's the thing about Chandler is he's got the jokes. Ross. Oh wait, we don't care about Ross. Joey just.
Joey's like Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh, almost exactly.
Oh, Joey is almost just like Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh. He's got sisters who he cares deeply about. He's the only one with a New York accent.
He's always checking in with people, asking them how they're doing.
He is always asking people, "How are you doing?" Like he's very concerned about the well-being of those around him, and
he likes dogs.
He likes dogs, and you know what else he likes is chickens and ducks.
Chickens and ducks. He's got a big lazy boy.
Yeah, he does have a big lazy
He
boy.
doesn't have a large lazy duck. He has a big chair.
Yeah, he has a big chair that he loves, and Chandler has one as well. He and Chandler are roommates. Do we want to keep them? Do we want to keep the roommate dynamic of some of these friends?
Yes, I still want them to live together in different combinations, but the context of that will come when we decide what kind of team they are, I think.
Okay.
Is it military barracks? Do they have to live in the same dilapidated abandoned hotel? Whatever.
I'm trying to think of what else do I love?
So we've got your Phoebe is your free spirit.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Kind of a
Should we
hippie.
talk about the archetypes?
Yeah, well, we kind of already did talk about Joey, so I figured we'd do the rest of them.
Yeah. So Monica is the friend who, in real life, would have no friends because she is overly competitive, a clean freak, and here's the thing about that family. She's Ross's sister, and it turns out both of them are huge assholes.
Yeah.
Like, what's the deal with that? Like, what
Yeah.
even, like, I actually don't have a joke there.
Yeah,
just got
I don't
really
have
upset.
a real reason why they continue to be friends with all them.
Because Monica kind of sucks is the thing, but maybe she could, so maybe we'll just leave behind
Maybe
her.
Monica and Ross are like villains. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. I mean, she's nice until she's not. She just has to be in charge of everything.
Doing all right?
Yeah, I was yawning. Rachel is the one who is
Because you did the one who, and all the episodes are the one where.
Oh shit, you're right. Damn.
We should work that in. We should keep that in mind.
We should keep that in mind. Rachel has hair that we as a society really liked at that time.
She was rich until her parents cut her off, and now she is making
Still
it on
rich
her own.
somehow. Yeah, she was rich until her parents cut her off. So then she gets a job as a waitress at a coffee shop and can still afford rent for an apartment in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Which I know everybody makes that joke, but how do they afford these apartments? One joke that I do like is that nobody, for a long time until he finally changes jobs, but nobody knows what Chandler's job is. Which I kind of just realized,
it's
I
a
think
secret. That's
it's-
where How I Much Mother copied that with Barney.
Yeah, but in How I Met Your Mother, they would just explicitly bring it up where they would constantly ask him what he did, and he would just deflect. Didn't it turn out he was just like a government snitch the whole time?
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, so Chandler, nobody really knows what he does. He's just like, he makes all the money because he basically pays for Joey's half of the rent. Because Joey is a struggling actor.
Joey is a struggling actor, which is pretty meta.
It's pretty meta, like a successful actor playing a struggling actor.
A struggling actor?
It's never been done before at this point. Like nobody.
You can only play a bad actor if you're a good actor.
Nobody had ever considered at this time, like, what if we had an actor playing an actor? Like, that
Yeah.
that blew everyone's mind. No one had ever seen that in the history of cinema. Do TV shows count as cinema, or is it only movies?
I think no. I think that's just movies.
Okay, well, maybe we'll have to redefine what cinema means.
Or spell it with like an S.
Oh.
That might just be porn, though.
Yeah, I think that's just porn. Because it's very sinful. Okay, so we're gonna leave. Do you remember Gunther, the barista?
I do, but for the purpose of the audience, why don't you?
Gunther worked at the coffee shop, and he was just always behind the counter, and he was kind of your no nonsense side character who would give them deadpan stares when they asked him about their ridiculous lives. He was in love with Rachel, and he would kind of like say creepy things to her as she walked away. Maybe
give us a taste.
he'd be like, hey, he was also her boss, so he would be like, hey, let me know if you want, hey, I can't,
I'm waiting. Bye, Gunther. That's me. I'm Rachel.
And he would say, bye, I want to touch your feet.
Oh, like just like afterwards, like a little bit.
Yeah.
He wouldn't say to her like, "Love me or you're fired."
No. He would just say, bye. I wish that
Okay.
you loved me.
Okay, so he was just kind of a sad sack, like Ross, but
He's
more
a total
openly
sad sack.
pathetic.
Maybe we'll see. But anything else you want to leave or love? Rachel does get to work at she's all about fashion. That's the thing. She gets a job at a
All about
fashion company.
Bloomingdale's.
And Ralph Lauren.
Yup.
She gets a job at Ralph
Bloomingdale's
Lauren.
is when that show was. Yeah.
Bloomingdale's is a store, right?
Yeah, it's like Macy's.
Are they still around?
Oh boy,
They are still around.
they are still around.
Where are they? I've never seen a single
38 stores exist in 2017.
There is one 1.3 mile. Oh wait, no, that's a Bath and Body Works. Why is How come Google's giving me Bath and Body Works results? Are Bath and Body Works and Bloomingdale's the same company? Is
don't think so.
Do you guys have
Oh.
Bath and Body Works out there?
Yeah, that's a national chain.
I'm just wondering. It's funny that you said later like a Macy's because it turns out Macy's owns Bloomingdale's.
Macy's owns Bloomingdale's.
Really getting into the
Okay.
corporate structure of department stores. I don't
Yeah,
know. This
so
is what-
maybe this is sponsored by Macy's.
I don't know. This is what the people are here for, but I do think Rachel's character should still be fashion focused.
And maybe still go to Bloomingdale's if we get that corporate tie-in.
Yeah, I do think how every anime character has got like a thing, a very specific thing about them. She is fashionable.
Yes, she makes the super suits or something.
Oh, super suits, you say? Now I
Well,
did just Google
I
Friends anime, and I am seeing.
It's been thought of before. We're not the first ones here, but we're gonna be the best ones.
Here's the thing: I thought it had been thought up before, but it turns out all these images are just pictures of friends in animes. Like
Friends in
here's
animes.
4 fairy tale people. Here's just a bunch of random people. I don't know who most of these pictures are of, but I do know that I did recognize fairy tale for sure. Okay, let's talk about setting and genre in what's going on. No, in when and where. Wow, haven't done that in a while. Okay, so the setting, Frank. Are we talking post-apocalypse? What are we talking about?
So we can do literally anything we want with animation.
We
right?
can, yes.
Do we want them to have an adventure, fight evil? Is this about their... Are they all members of different street gangs? Are we going, kind of slice of life? Are we going high concept?
That's a tough call. I want to make them... I like the idea of an elite team of... Do we do elite teams a lot on this show?
We do elite teams a lot.
Ugh.
I kind of like if we spin it so that some of the friends are versus the other friends.
So they're not
Like
friends.
maybe it's like, well, they are friends, but they don't know it.
Like a West Side Story situation, kind of?
I'm not familiar with the...
It's just Romeo and Juliet, but about street gangs.
So I kind of like all the friends are friends, but then it's like Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh, so they're friends in their regular Manhattan lives, but then at night they are fighting they are competing on the they're
against each other.
Their
in
robo
secret.
animals are competing in the fight clubs.
Yeah. Okay, Monster Truck Rally?
Monster Truck Rally, but instead of monster trucks, they are different giant robot animals. Maybe like one of them's got a snake and one of them's got like a panther.
But it's just like a free for all for money. Because I like that. I kind of like
think maybe
that.
it's just a free for all for money, but then the stakes aren't that high because then if they do find out that they were competing against each other, they're just like, oh, instead of it being like, wait, you're the one who's trying to rob the banks.
Does like maybe winner gets the loser's parts?
Yeah, it's like Fast and the Furious racing for slips. And
Yeah.
No, it's chomping for
Chomping for
bits.
gears.
For gears. So if you destroy their
symbolic.
robot, but that's actually a bad deal because it's like, oh, you destroyed my robot. Guess you get my destroyed robot that you now have to fix if you want it to be good again.
Well, no, they get to like take the like laser cutter off of it and put it on their robot. Like,
Oh, they just mod their own robot. Okay.
yeah, they just do it like Metabots.
Okay, so this is like a meta. Okay, so this is one of those anime shows where there is a worldwide game that everyone plays, and in this world, that game is giant robots eating each other.
I kind of like if it's a worldwide game that only rich people play and it's illegal.
And it's illegal. Yeah.
And
but- okay.
and Scott, Ross is a cop.
Ross is a cop. I cannot express how much I liked how excited you got about Ross being a cop.
Ross is a cop.
You straight up like hyperventilated on. Okay, so
How good is that?
that's really good. I was gonna say maybe he was their Zordon, but that was before when I thought they were Power Rangers.
No, because Ross is bad.
Yeah, Ross
He's
is
bad because he's too good. Because he's.
Oh, that's
what-
perfect. Yes. Okay, Ross is a cop.
Ross is a cop.
Okay, let's talk about what animals they have. Or do they have to be animals or just giant robot machines? Like they could be animals or they could just be big robot machines that are vehicles.
Well, I mean, so they're all big robot machines, but they've got to have a theme. The theme doesn't have to be animal. It could be like samurai. Or whatever.
So like Rachel's theme is fashion. So her robot looks like just like a constantly, okay, I'm sorry to do this, but hers is going to be a mecha. It's going to be a constantly voguing lady robot.
Yeah, it's gonna be fashion. Yes.
My hands were
We're good
tied
with
on that
this.
one. There was nowhere I could go with it.
There's
like it has to
nothing
be.
we can
Her
do.
robot has to be a person robot. Like
Yeah, because it's. I'm writing all this down. You're probably getting my keyboard hits.
I'm getting your hits. Okay. Joey's has to be either sandwich related. We could change it to all food if we need to, if that makes it easier. Or is his just like a big duck?
a big duck.
Because he does have a duck and a
Like
rooster.
A battle duck with little drones that are like breadcrumbs.
Or what if
Yeah?
it's just like a big ol' sub sandwich on
Just a
tank
big
treads.
submarine sandwich.
And it
that
shoots
it can
meatballs.
launch straight. It can turn sideways, and it has artillery cannons.
That's pretty good.
And its name is just the sandwich.
The sandwich. So yeah, his is like it's like low to the ground tank treads type thing.
Yeah.
It's not very
Maneuverable.
yeah, but it's solid.
Yeah.
And he's always like just slamming meatball subs.
Yeah, dude. And the cannonballs are meatballs out of the sides of the artillery.
Yeah, they're shaped like meatballs because he's
it's
kind
a
of
big
sloppy
meatball
in his
sub.
construction. His cannonballs are not smooth. They're like bumpy
Yeah.
and stuff. That's good. And he's got some sauce for sure that does something.
Yeah, he's got like an oil slick.
And he says like time to add the sauce.
Time to add the secret sauce for the. What's his last name in the show? Time to add the Tribbiani secret sauce.
The Tribbianis. Okay,
Chandler now. That's going to be a rough one.
Chandler. What is his thing? He loves cigarettes, but he has quit.
Yeah. He always
He-
says, "What's the deal?"
He's very sarcastic. He works with computers.
He does work with computers, but not for computers.
What does Chandler like to do? Like his only thing is that he's the sarcastic one. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's more or less lazy than your thing being sandwiches.
Maybe. Well, okay. So, what is the robot fight equivalent of mocking someone?
of sarcasm.
Yeah. Is it like wireless signal jamming?
Yeah,
Maybe it's just a big snake.
he's the snake.
Yeah, it's very agile, low defense.
Low defense, but he's good at like taking opponents' attacks and turning them back on themselves.
Yeah, I guess because snakes are famous for that.
Snakes are famous for the counterattack.
And he gets to get all slithery up in their bits.
Everyone knows like the way you the way you defend against snakes is to not attack them. You just because if
It'll
you attack
immediately
them,
turn it back on you.
right? And if you don't attack them, they can't attack you. That's just snake law.
They can only reflect incoming attacks.
That's right. They can only like wrap around your fist and then spin it so then the fist punches yourself in the face.
And I know a guy that happened to. Mm-hmm. He lost the arm
Oof.
and the face.
He punched himself so hard he lost his own arm. Okay, so he's gonna be that snake, and the snake is like robot though.
It's not just a normal snake that he throws in.
Just a normal size,
Just like
snake.
a normal like 6-foot snake.
Just an anaconda that he tosses in there, and then he says, "Don't want none, and unless okay, So, I made a
Wait.
butt joke just now, and because to reference to Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back, obviously, and he says, "My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun." And Joey's mecha, his machine does have buttons,
This machine does have buns.
and so maybe we'll have a scene where Chandler's anaconda robot goes after the buns because I think Sir Mix-a-Lot, Mix-a-Lot would like that a lot.
Yeah, I think he'd be proud.
Okay,
So lastly, Monica.
she's a chef.
She's a chef. There's one thing we know about Monica.
She
and
likes
it's
to
that
clean.
When she was a teen, she was extraordinarily fat, but now she's skinny.
Yeah,
so
I
maybe it's
kinda-
a transforming robot.
Well, that's actually kind of cool, but also I kind of wanted to leave that. I should have brought that up in the leave part. I am so tired of that trope of I used to be insanely obese to the point where it's like clearly more than just my eating problems, and now I'm insanely thin and attractive because I don't like
All
when
right,
TV
so we're
shows
gonna leave
do
that. We're gonna leave that.
I would like
behind.
to leave that.
So instead, we have Chef Bot, and he could just throw knives. I don't know. That seems kind of.
She also loves to clean, and I think if we could somehow could we make it so that we like I don't if I think we should do chef or cleaning, but I do think we should find a way to do it where she's not just a humanoid mecha. I want to try to just have one of those and have that be the fashion robot. Is this doable? What's the cleanest animal?
What about like a mop bucket with 16 arms, and they're all holding spray bottles and brooms and stuff?
If we just did the mop and bucket scene from Fantasia.
Yeah.
Cats are pretty clean and they're kind of assholes.
Cats are pretty clean, and they're kind of assholes like Monica.
But sometimes they're like really nice like Monica, but then sometimes they're like total assholes like Monica.
So she has like Lysol Kitty.
Lysol Kitty.
Lysol
Yeah, she's all
Kitty.
about she everywhere she goes, she's cleaning with that clean robot. And it's a cat.
409.
I think her cat just looks it's not like a cool like jaguar or panther or anything. It's just like
like a house
giant
cat.
it's a giant house cat robot. Yeah.
And then sometimes it doesn't obey her commands.
Oh yeah, yes, for sure. It absolutely that is true. Now that also raises a question that I just realized.
It's probably
I need-
just called Clean Cat, huh?
clean cat, clean rope, clean cat. Well,
Or
first,
is it Cat Clean?
clean cat, disinfecting.
Well, I wanted the alliteration.
I know. What about feline? Yeah, it's probably just clean cat.
Fresh feline fresh.
The fresh feline. Here's a question that I realized that we need to ask, and that needs to be answered. Are they inside these robots, or are they telling these robots what to do from the sidelines, like Pokemon or Metabots?
Okay, well, since you said that, I really like them commanding them from outside. They have a little control panel, probably.
Okay, so they're not inside the robots.
Yeah, but like Yu-Gi-Oh, they get up on like 10-foot risers and then have their like control panels.
And the robots are ginormous.
yeah, I thought that was implied.
Okay, yeah, just making sure. The robots are freaking huge. Like,
Yeah, this is an underground battle arena, the likes of which it's insane that it hasn't been found yet.
yeah, because it's actually...
The transport of these things alone.
It's underground and so large that it's basically above ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's a cat. Oh, Phoebe.
Oh, the Phoebes. Phoebe DB.
Now,
what I call
Phoebe
her.
maybe should have been the cat because she did write a song about the
Because
cat.
she did have the smelly cat
But
song.
that's okay. That's okay. I like that we're really shaking. We're
Yeah.
getting away from the obvious. So Phoebe likes massages. She's a free spirit. She's into music. She is a self-described medium.
What if she is the only robot that incorporates organic components? Like she sprays
She's
like
plants.
she sprays like mushrooms that make acid or something. Or
Maybe.
spores of some
But
kind.
what form does her robot take?
Yeah.
Is she a ghost? She likes ghosts.
Can you quickly pitch me a ghost robot, because I'm just having trouble figuring out how that will work.
Yeah, as soon as I said it, I'm thinking maybe it just looks like a Pac-Man ghost but made of metal.
Just like a solid blob.
It's just like a solid blob that runs around.
Has
like,
she discovered phase technology?
Phoebe has absolutely discovered phase technology. That's her robot specialty.
So this could be a ghost.
And
So it gets all up in the
it's-
bits and the bytes.
Maybe it's also, is she like a Sonic Attack based robot to emphasize her music proclivities?
I do like Sonic robots.
Phoebe's character does marry Paul Rudd's character in Friends.
Maybe it shrinks because he's the Ant-Man. Probably not.
Do you think she and Paul Rudd are a team?
What if Phoebe's the only person that controls her robot with her mind instead of a control pad?
Oh, that's cool. Yes, I'm into that. And then she
Because it has a real ghost in it.
she's got a ghost running her robot.
Yeah, and so she just mentally links with the ghost.
Or
I
maybe
like
she
this.
she can either mentally link with a ghost, or I was gonna say she just transfers her spirit just straight up into the robot.
We got it.
She's the only one who does it. But what is the robot? We still
What
don't
is
know
the
what
robot?
the robot is.
Maybe it's an amorphous blob bot.
Is it a guitar? Is it what's the loudest animal?
What's the loudest animal? Probably some kind of bird, right?
She should probably or should she, maybe it's an elephant. No.
Maybe an elephant or a lion. Oh, a lion's a cat. We
We can't have a lion cat. I'm just going to do a quick Google. Loudest animal.
loudest animal.
And here's what I've got. The blue whale is the very first result I get. The blue whale is much louder than a jet, which reaches only 140 decibels. Human shouting is 7 decibels. Sounds over 120 decibels are painful to the human ears. This isn't helpful. Here we go. 10 loudest animals on Earth from Australian Geographic. The Australians know about loud.
Yeah, they would know. And animals.
Okay, we got the tiger, pistol, shrimp. I think we have to stay away from water-based animals because that would make it very hard.
They're not. They're just gonna flop around the arena.
The blue whale, no. The greater bulldog bat. Now, okay, bats.
Oh, a flying creature.
Bat could be cool. What about bugs? The cicada.
Oh, maybe she mentally controls a nanobot swarm.
That is very cool. Okay, we're not
And it
doing
makes
lion.
shapes, like it makes a giant speaker.
There's wolf. Oh, the howler monkey. Is she a monkey bot?
I do like that. It's got the prehensile tail for tricks.
I like monkey bot. I like insect swarm, and I like bat. Which should we do? I really like.
I think you just described a transformer, Scott.
Holy shit!
She mentally links her soul with the thing, travels into the robot, and now it can transform.
Now
But she,
it is.
She risks her life in every battle.
Phoebe's the only one. She goes ham every time. She's the only one who
She
truly.
commits.
It's ironic because outside the ring, people they kind of write her off as like she's very flighty and doesn't really like care about things. But turns out she cares the most out of anyone. She's the greatest there ever was.
Bum 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 bum. Yeah.
And then Ross is a cop who's trying to bring them down. Now, does Ross have anything cool about him at all in this world?
No, he has a flashlight and a badge.
And so the cops don't get robots of their own to fight with?
No, they're just the cop. Ross doesn't even show up at night until the finale. Like the climax.
I think I've got plot nuggets for you.
Well, let's amble on over.
Well, let's first. I'm gonna remind me that I had a plot nugget because I'm gonna forget because this next segment is gonna be very good, where we cast these good characters in Who Can It Be?
Who can it be now?
Now, of course, it goes without saying we're gonna have Cole and Dylan Sprouse in this production.
Absolutely.
Are Joey and Chandler twin brothers now?
That would be incredible. Because they already act like it.
But here's the thing. They don't have to be, because here's the thing we both clearly forgot. This is an anime, which means that we only need
just
voices. So Cole and Dylan can be... They can just be Dylan...
Joey.
They can just be Joey and Chandler. They
Chandler.
just look different, and they...
Yeah,
are-
because we're not gonna like Ross, and I do like the Sprouse brothers.
I like
There's
the
no
Sprouse
reason
brothers.
Either of them have to be.
They're
Ross.
not going to
It's
be the
just not
unlikable
fair.
characters at all. They're going to be the cool characters.
For Ross, I want to kind of ratchet it way up and get like a.
David Schwimmer.
Oh
No, wait, go
do
ahead.
You think?
No, he
you
wouldn't
think-
do it.
Because I was gonna say I was gonna say someone like like your John Lithgow, where you're like Ray Wise, like a very serious
You think we could
kind
get
of.
John Lithgow? You think he'd do it? Kelsey Grammer did do Troll Hunters, and he was very, very good in it.
Yeah, I want somebody that you just know the first time you hear their voice. It's like, oh, I'm not supposed to like you.
Oh, that's not John Lithgow. John Lithgow's got a friendly voice. But that said, his performance in
He can
Shrek
go
is
grim.
very hateable.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm sold. John Lithgow is Ross. I love it.
Because he can just come out hard with that, like, I'm gonna find these criminals.
Yes. Now let me tell you who I want for Phoebe right off the bat. I got this. Kristen Schaal.
Yes.
Kristen Schaal is our Phoebe.
Yes.
Who is our Rachel?
Who can sell? Who
Fashion.
can sell the fashion bot?
Who can sell Fashion Bot? What about Gray Grey Delisle, who I think her name now is Grey Griffin.
now. Yeah, she got married.
What about her? Azula? Catwoman?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah.
She can do pretentious and like calm, collected, and yet dangerous.
Imperial.
Okay, and then who's Monica?
That's a tough one.
Who likes to clean?
The maid from the Jetsons.
She's dead.
And
she was a robot.
She's a robot, so.
But I'm pretty sure that actress is dead.
Yeah. That's not what I was saying, though.
Just,
I don't think that.
You're just listing who likes to clean.
Well, that's what you asked.
Who is an actress who can just really sell Clean Cat controller? The person who controls the Clean Cat.
Controller of the Clean Cat.
We could get, top female voice actors. I mean, you got Tara Strong. She's incredibly versatile. We could... Jennifer Hale. She's also good. I mean, these are all very good actresses. All of them.
I want, like, Severe.
Severe. Who voices Wonder Woman? She can do Severe. Jennifer Hale can do Severe pretty good.
Yeah, let's do that.
She's tough. She's a little intimidating. I'll be honest with the voice. It's good. Okay, Jennifer Hale it is, and we're only gonna cast the 6 friends.
Yeah, there's not. The rest are just additional voices.
Or should we put Gunther in here? Should Gunther get to be in the show?
I want this to be like a tight drama about these people, and the rest are just background.
The other ones are background, and we'll do what every other show gets, where we'll just get some solid, like 4 or 5 voice actors to do every other character's voice.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Final segment. What's going on?
Now, we put those plot nugs in the oven, and I'm going to need you to go ahead and check those.
Here's my plot nug. Ross the cop he's bad, right? He's still bad. He's not enjoyable, this man.
Correct.
He's
bad, although he is working for the law.
He's working for the law, and he's undercover in the fight ring. He's pretending to be a fighter.
What's his robot?
His robot is
it can't be good.
A police car.
Yeah, thank you. It's just gonna be like the Crusher, a generic monster truck.
Yeah. He just has a truck, but
it's a repainted monster truck that was possessed from a criminal because that's all he's allowed to use.
Yeah, and so he just tries to drive on top of the robots, but he does pretty good. Like he
places. It's not.
He places.
He's not the best.
So then I mean, is this a series or a show? This got to be a series. So are we plotting a pilot?
Let's go. Let's do something different, and let's plot out the first story arc in broad strokes.
Broad stroke arc. I mean, it's gonna be Ross coming at you.
He gets in and he places. He catches the attention of the other 5.
Mm-hmm. And is he a dick, or is he trying to get close to them?
Now everyone wears masks or
everyone,
helmets?
of course, wears helmets and/or masks to somehow conceal their identities. Or do the controllers not even see each other? Are they just in like dark rooms across the arena from each other?
It's time for your match, sir. Yeah. They all just show up to their like control stations. That's good.
Yeah, so it's completely anonymous. So Ross is... But they can talk to each other? But their voices are all garbled?
Otherwise, Chandler can't be sarcastic to his opponents.
Otherwise, Chandler can't be sarcastic, and none of them have that good banter. So they're going to have to be able to talk to each other. But their voices are like computer messed with. So they sound like...
Your robot is dumb.
Your robot is dumb. Yeah.
What is the deal with that flamethrower?
You're doing just a spot-on Chandler every time.
Thank you.
Okay, so then he's going to be trying to get close to them, right? So he can find out their identities.
Say hello to my meatballs.
Is he bad at it, or is he good at it? Is he like, hey, wouldn't it be great if y'all told me who you were?
Yeah, he's Steve Buscemi in 30 Rock bad at it. He's
hello,
not good at
fellow
his job.
Fighters.
Yeah, he goes, where does everyone like to go when they're not doing crime during the day?
So do they all just know he's a cop?
Probably.
So is this also a comedy? The original show is a comedy.
Yeah, and I think Monica even figures out it's her own brother like relatively quick.
Oh, right, they're siblings. So do they know and ignore him because he's so bad at it? They just don't care?
Yeah, I think it becomes almost a bit until, at kind of a dramatic moment, he discovers the identity of one of the friends being his own real personal friend.
Oh, right, and they are real personal friends outside the ring. So I do think
one of the friends says something like, he says a catchphrase. He says like Chandler beats a robot, and he says like, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and then and then Ross is like, Chandler?
Okay, I do. What's Joey's catchphrase? Maybe it's a more I think Joey's gonna be the one to slip.
Okay, is taste these meatballs.
How do you like the meatballs in your mouth?
Yeah,
my balls in your tongue.
No, it's how do you like my meatballs in your mouth? Because then later at Thanksgiving, Joey makes meatballs for everybody, and then Ross is eating a meatball, and Joey goes, how do you like my meatballs in your mouth?
And then Ross realizes what's happening. So does Ross is still going to try to bring them down because he's an asshole.
Oh yeah, he's a huge asshole.
It's not going to be like Point Break where he realizes like, oh, we're friends, I'm not going to
No,
bring you
he says
in.
like, I now take you down, and it becomes a sinister game of cat and mouse.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably like two of the friends die. And
so do they take their fight outside the ring at different points?
You know it.
That's good. Who do they fight outside the ring? Like a Team Rocket situation, or are they...
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant Ross tries to catch them, and then they all bring their robots out unmasked.
Yes, that is what happens, and that is very
Yeah.
cool. So then season 2, they have to deal with the fact that they've been outed.
Yeah, they're on the run.
They're on the run, but they can't give up that robot fighting.
Yeah,
it's
so
a way
it's
of
a pretty
life.
decent tonal shift now. They're on the run from Ross.
I love it.
Every episode, he's putting down his spyglass and telling Uncle Iroh he's almost got them.
But to be clear, he is not nearly as sympathetic or likable or a good person
No,
as
he's
Zuko.
a utter asshole.
Okay.
He talks to a picture of whichever friend we choose to die at the end of season 1.
Ooh. Would it be... I mean, if it's Ross talking to them, would it be Rachel who dies?
Oh, shoot. So it says, like if they hadn't gotten you caught up in this, you would be alive, so now I'm going to get them.
Fashion Bot died?
And then some...
In her
new-
dying act, she gives all of the other robots some sort of new fashion ability.
Some sort of fashion ability. Like cloaking.
With their cloaks.
With cloaking. Yes, sponsored by Bloomingdale's.
Uh-huh.
That worked out. I'm glad.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Solid. All right. I think that's good enough for our broad stroke arc. Let's get to what everybody's been waiting for. Talk to me about those food pairings. First off, what kind of? I mean, I'm thinking meatballs.
Yeah, rich saucy meatballs.
Rich saucy meatballs, and for the Mountain Dew, I mean, which Mountain Dew says robots? Is it whiteout?
I was gonna say pitch black, like a Decepticon vibe.
Interesting.
Maybe you just go 50-50. Depends on whether you're a Joey or a Ross.
Yeah, and then you choose based on that. You're either gonna
Yeah.
drink your whiteout or your pitch black.
Or your pitch black.
All right. Thanks everybody so much for listening. We hope you liked this episode. I know we took Griffin McElroy's idea and we really changed it up, and I hope that's okay. I hope that those boys aren't disappointed with what we're delivering to them, but I don't know how you could be because it's very good. If you like the show, please give us a good rating and review on iTunes, and if you know anyone who you think would like this show, please spread the word. We would just love that, and we love you. And until next time, I'm Scott Owen.
I'm Frank Serra.
And Frank, what is our password for next week?
Oh, you know that our password for next week is meatballs.
Is it meatballs?